Hey guys, so we get to go over 10.4, perimeter and areas of similar figures. Take a sec and write that down. And just a couple reminders here. Remember that scale factor, when we're talking about similar things, is used, we use the letter K to represent similar figures. And we also use the ratios, right? A to B with a colon, A to B as a fraction, and A to B written out. So what I want you guys to know is that if we're talking about two perimeters of a figure, we would find their scale factors, and it would be written as A over B, all right, which we'll get into that in a second. The thing about it is when we're talking about areas is we're going to find that same scale factor, and we're going to square that scale factor. Again, we'll get to that in a minute, so it makes a little bit more sense. So, the first thing that we'd want to do is we would want to find the scale factor. Okay, so we're going to take the corresponding sides, this top part of the trapezoid and this top piece of the trapezoid, or base, and we'll put 6 over 9. Right, you're going to have it reduced, and it would be 2 over 3. That would be your scale factor. That would be K. And don't forget that we do need it simplified. Okay, so this is the same ratio for perimeter. If it asks you find the scale factor for the perimeter, you just take any of the corresponding sides, set them up as a fraction, and reduce it, if possible. All right? With the area, all you're going to do is you're going to take the scale factor that you found based off those corresponding sides, and you're going to square it because area is squared, right? So you would take 2, square it, and you would get 4, and you would take 3, square it, and you would get 9. That would be your scale factor for the area. So scale factor for the area. All you do is take your original scale factor and square it. All right, so the area of a smaller pentagon is 27.5 centimeters. Find the area of the larger pentagon. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to set up that scale factor. All right, we're going to have 4 over 10. We're going to reduce that. They both go into 2, so we'll end up with 2 over 5. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that 2 over 5, and because we're talking about area, right, we're going to square it. And we're going to get 4 over 25. So what we're going to do is we're now going to set up a proportion. We are going to take that 4 over 25 because we're talking about area, the ratio for area, and we're going to take, line it up with our smaller figure since that's what went on top, and we're going to put the 27.5 over. We're going to cross multiply, and we're going to solve. So we're going to have 4x equals 675, 25 times 27. We're going to divide by 4, and we're going to divide by 4, and we're going to get x, or the area of the larger figure, is 171.88. That would be your area. So we're using a lot of proportions. And that's pretty much it for this video. So we have another example that we'll go over on Monday, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye.